Hey there, everybody. Parks Alza here with Invent Global, and I'm joined by Zven, the bot laner for Cloud9. You guys just made it to the grand finals. We got a new term now. You'll be the first one to ever qualify for the grand finals in the LCS. So congratulations. Um, a lot of people expected a 3-0, and it seemed like it was going that way. What happened in game three?
I think we had a very early game draft. We had, worse team fighters in basically every role than they did. And, they had like a lot of tanks, a lot of bruisers. But we had better lanes and more early game pressure. So we had to snowball better. But when we died bot to the Gragas gang at like level 4 or something, they got 2 kills. It kind of set us behind a little bit. We needed to play through lane prior, get a lot of advantage in the early game, and get 4 dragons before they could come online. But in the mid game, we made some mistakes and we got caught a little bit here and there. And if the goal is equal, we can't win team fights 5-5 against their comp. But we also don't outscale or have any real silent threats. So I think we just made some mistakes early game that made our snowballing not very reliable. And then yeah, they have a good team fight comp.
Hmm.
So
Well, a good learning opportunity. I know you've said before, you get challenged even when you win. But I guess
yeah,
that one gives you even a little bit more opportunity to learn. Um, so obviously you guys are, I think, still the favorites. I think that's quite obvious. Um,
mhm.
who do you think would give you the most difficulty reaching the grand finals with you?
I mean the teams I'm the most afraid, so to speak. I'm not a bit afraid, but like the teams I think have the most potential are is CSM
Mhm.
if they at some point click, but we always have positive scrim results against them. It's always going well for us in scrims. It's against everyone to be fair, but they don't seem that strong right now. They could become a strong team over the next couple of weeks. But if they click, they're the best team besides us. If not, it's EG. Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna be playing against EG or TSM most likely. But I'm not really afraid of either team. I just think they're the teams that have the most potential, so to speak. EG is very explosive, but it's also say that if Mitsuki doesn't carry, no one carries, right? I mean, sure, Bang had a good game, but Aphelios is pretty OP, and our comp wasn't the greatest. But so yeah, Isuke is their main carry. I mean, he's not having a good game. It feels like no one is in their team. So I think TSM is the probably the highest threat. If they do find their style and they click, then I think they can be a good team.
And do you predict that they will be the ones who beat FlyQuest in tomorrow's game?
I honestly don't know. Given scrims, we kind of stomp both teams recently in scrims, but scrims are scrims, right? Sometimes people play better on stage than they do in scrims, even if it's online, both of them. Um, I don't know. I think unless TSM has massively improved since their last best of five 1 week ago, they will probably lose to EG anyways if they make it. So I think we're playing against EG in the finals, unless TSM has like a massive step up from their previous match against Wild Thieves, because Wild Thieves and Golden Guardians are pretty clear bottom 5 and 6 in my opinion, compared to the rest of the four. Whereas TSM is like they could be top four alone on their own, or they could be like a top two team if they play well, right? They show brilliance at times, and in the same game they show you know a bottom tier team level of play, right? It's like the game against one of these with the Pantheon, they solo kill top, they have really good early game, they go for whack plays, don't work, get out team fought, and then they lose. You're like, oh, that there goes your whole lead, right?
Hmm.
So it's kind of hard to say. I think the best team right now, besides us, is EG, but TSM could prove a challenge as well
Hmm.
if they find their thing.
And of course, to lose is improve. EG just
Yeah.
lost today. If they were to meet you again in the finals, do you think that they would have a better chance beating you in that series than they did in this one because they've already played against you? Or do you think because you've played against them, maybe you could even get the 3-0 and that would be easier?
I think they got more from the series than we did, but we're pretty good at shadowboxing and improving on our own. I think we know what went wrong in our games. Even the games we're winning, we still know what went wrong in those games. Like game four, we were winning the whole game basically, but we made mistakes. Like we had this one fight in the top side red buff. Even though I was hitting tower for free, getting plates, right? So at times we were a little bit too greedy or a little too confident in our team fighting or like our skirmishing. So we know what went wrong for us as well. So I think we can take away a lot of things from the series as well. But I do think they learned more probably about us than we did about them. But if EG can't adapt and win through someone else than Yasuke, they won't ever become a great team. They need more threats in their team. That is not called like affiliates, basically, right? You can't rely on one player only when he has one champion, or like Senna's affiliates kind of champion, right? So in that case, they aren't gonna be a good team if they can't play through somewhere else than Izuki, no matter what champion he has, because his champions that can 1v9 every game are limited. So yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. So definitely, not worried at all. Is it weird though that you won't know your opponent until the day before?
I mean, I'm gonna be watching them play a best of 5, no matter who I'm playing against. Maybe I'm gonna watch 2 best of 5s if it's TSM or FlyQuest. So I'm gonna have at least 3 games, maybe 5, maybe 10 games if it's TSM or FlyQuest, right, in a best of 5 banger. So we'll have a week to prepare, and they won't prepare for us because they have to prepare for someone else, right? So no matter who we're playing against, we'll have a preparation advantage over them, and we'll have time now to prepare something else. So they have to really be well prepared to win against us after beating someone else in best of 5. So I think we have an advantage here by being in the grand finals or whatever it's called. So yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it's kind of like a creative period. We might be able to see some more cool
Yeah.
stuff come out. So speaking of making it to the grand finals, the LCS and EU, the LEC has a history. The first seed has like a history of playing other games. Leading up to it. I know Liquid got called out for that a few times. Like Wonder was called out for playing WoW all the time before the playoffs. So are you playing Valorant now? Are you? How's that going?
No one here is playing Valorant so far, I think. But I don't mind if people play other games like in queues or in downtime, but you can't play. Sometimes you have a meeting in half an hour, you can't play a game of League, so you might as well just oink around and play another game. Some people play Minecraft, some people play this random Steam games like Jump King or whatever. That's fine, right? I don't mind that. I don't like when people play MMOs or like high time investment games that require lots of time investment and lots of effort, I guess. But if people want to play Valorant once in a while, I don't mind it. As long as you can perform in scrims and you can show up on time and be a competent player and for the team, it's not an issue. But I don't want to see it like in playoffs, preferably that people put a lot of effort into games. So games like WoW, I don't like, but I think our team is disciplined enough not to play Valorant all the time during playoffs. So I have no fear of that. I'm not gonna play myself ever because I don't like shooters, anyways. But so for me, it's like I just play games in queue times if I want to play anything. Otherwise, I'll just watch a TV series or chill, whatever. But yeah, I don't mind my teammates too. I don't think anyone's gonna play Valorant in playoffs at least. So
Yeah.
I think we're fine.
No, that's good. That's good to hear. Of course, taking it seriously, even though you're stomping. Of course, it's still your job. Yeah, I was gonna say though, we would expect you to be the best Valorant player as the AD carry, but I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm too good at FPS games. I never really played FPS games. Never played Counter-Strike, Go, or anything. So FPS not really my thing. Even if it's Valorant, I don't think I'll ever play it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's totally fair. So, obviously we're playing from home right now. I don't really know how you all are set up, but you're able to be more comfy. I decided to have a quarantine mustache because no one's gonna see me. So if I'm ever gonna have a mustache, might as well be now. Of course, I'm doing video interviews. Whoops. But what are you doing? Anything different for the quarantine?
For the team, we're now playing. So C9 has 3 houses in the area here. We have a Cisco house, and a Dota house, and League house, right? And no one's in Dota house right now. So on our match days, we have created a stage in their house where there's no one there, right? So we created this like stage basically where we walk there, we bring our gear, we set up our gear, like on LCS, change our screen, our monitor settings, and our mouse settings, and all that, and we set up with our Red Bulls and our water and hand warmers, everything from LCS, right? We have snacks on the table next to us after games. We have a PC to review games, so it feels like you're walking to the LCS and getting on stage, right? And it kind of flips the switch that you go into like the LCS mode, like this game actually matters mode, right? Which helps everyone on our team to like take it serious and get into that mode that you want to have for LCS. So I think we have an advantage there. whereas most teams play from home in their own apartment, their own room, where you can't see each other, can't talk to each other, can't like touch each other. I mean, like be like close, right? So I think that helps us a lot, honestly.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's a great setup. I didn't realize that you were able to do that.
Besides, I tried getting a beard, but I shaved it like 2 years ago because I didn't like how it looked. So I think the beard dream is crushed and it's not coming back ever. But yeah, I tried it, saw how it looked like after like a month. I was like, that, and then now I'm here. So
Rip.
yeah, yeah.
Do you get to like wear pajama pants or something? Be comfy?
I mean, for me, I wear the same pants every day, just like the same pair, but like I don't know, say that same kind of
The
pants every
same,
day,
yeah,
right?
yeah. You have multiple.
We have every single day. It's just sweatpants and stuff. That's normal anyways. So yeah, I mean nothing new. Daily day is the same. We have our morning workouts together. We have scrims, food, solo queue, sleep. So
Well, there you
nothing
go.
changed for me so far. So Cena has kept the schedule very the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Nice.
good.
Well, that's good. Moving on. Uh, I know that the MVP voting just came out last week, 3 or 4 days ago, or something. And you are in the running for the MVP. First
Mm.
off, are you gonna get it? And if not you, who do you think has the best chance?
I don't think I'm gonna get it, even though I had probably the best split I've ever had in the LCS, which sucks. But I think my teammates Nisqy and Blaber are the front runners for this one. I think Blaber probably. Nisqy's also a good candidate, but I think if anyone else than them get it, it's kind of rigged in a way. I feel like they're by far the most important members to a team. I mean, obviously, like I think I played the best split I played, and I think I played the best split of any 80 carries, so I'm happy with that. But I don't think that I deserve it more than Nisqy or Blabber because they're very important for our team and they're truly valuable, right?
Yeah.
Um, whereas all the other players on the list aren't. First of all, they haven't performed better than Blabber and Nisqy. They aren't on a better team, and they aren't making their teams like that much better than without them, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I think Nisqy and Blabber deserves the MVP. Anyone else, I think it would be unfair almost to say. Um, Yeah. Also, a lot of players on that list had good starts to split or good endings, but not both, right? I think a lot of time when you look at MPs, you don't consider the whole split. You're like, oh yeah, recency bias is huge, right? For some teams. So yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Blabber and Nisqy were also the two player of the series for,
Yeah.
your first one and your one today. Do you think you could steal it away from them in the finals?
Yeah, I think it's possible. I think I didn't play super well today. I had like a really good game 4, I think, and I played fine in game 2 and 1, but I didn't like in the first 2 games, it was like mid jungle was the strong point, right?
Yeah.
And I played fine in game 1. I won lane and I did all that stuff, but I didn't do have like a huge impact in those games. But in game 4, I played well, and me and Vulcan smashed them really hard. We played a great game as a duo that game, so happy with that. But I hope for finals I can have a even more impact on the game.
Mm-hmm. Does Cloud9 have any sort of like internal like banter around who's winning every time?
I mean, we always banter about like who did most damage in the game or who has best KDA or whatever, but it's nothing serious because no one actually cares about like MVPs and Player of the Week and all that kind of stuff. I think MVP awards in LCS are often silly in a way because they are. I think the people that have votes in the LCS for MVP aren't actually qualified to vote for this kind of stuff. And coach of split, even though I think Reaper is a great coach and he deserves the coach of split award, the people that vote for him don't know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people that vote for like, oh, this guy's best coach have no idea why. There's like creating a narrative in their head like, oh, best team, new players, sure, best coach, right? But they have no idea what Reaper does on a daily basis, right? They have no idea how he coaches, what he actually does, if he does anything at all. He could be a coach and they wouldn't know, right? He's not, of course, but he could be. No one would know. As for MVP, I think a lot of people are biased in their votings, and a lot of people aren't even qualified to vote for these kind of things. So I don't care too much about it. If I won, I'll be happy. If not, I wouldn't care too much. But I think if anyone else than Nisqy or Blaber gets it, it's kind of biased or unfair. So whatever.
Yeah.
But in general, like the record stuff, like the 8-0, it's cool and all, but doesn't really matter in the end. having high KDAs is nice, but it's not important for our team. The mid tower thing, I'm glad all that kind of stuff is gone, because you don't want to be in a game and be like, oh, defend mid tower no matter what, because it's our first tower after the split, right? That doesn't actually matter, right? We got that one game against Dintas, we lost that tower mid. We got like their whole base bot side, right, for that mid tower. So it's like it's worth it. So you don't want to be like defending the tower because it's mid tower. So
Yeah.
I'm happy that all the undefeated records are gone, all the playoff 9-0 is gone, all the KDA whatever dreams are gone. I'm happy it's gone, because this doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, I
All that
really
matters
appreciate
is
that.
win or lose. So yeah.
I really like that. So last thing before we go, if you were to make it to MSI, if we even have MSI this year, which we,
Yeah.
hopefully we do, holding on hope to that. Who would you like to see there?
I like to see G2 Fnatic, which I think is pretty likely anyways, because it's my old teammates, mid team Fnatic and Perks and G2, and I like these players in general, and they're fun teams to play against. From LCK and LPL, I don't really care. FPX, I guess they're the best team in the LPL, I suppose, or they will become MSI. LCK, it's always fun to play against T1, I suppose. They're the Korean team, I suppose.
Yeah.
People don't really care about the other teams at all. It's like it's T1. It's like whatever, right? Who really cares about like down one? Like
Yeah.
the Western world doesn't care about those teams so much. So I think it'd be more hype to watch against T1. So yeah, I guess T1, FPX, and G2 or Fnatic, and I'll be happy. But with that said, I don't think MSI is gonna be happening, because it doesn't seem like there's any progress being made in the corona situation in the world right now. So I don't have high hopes, and I feel like MSI online wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, probably not.
I feel like LCS and LCK and stuff online is fine, but having those leagues, tournaments like MSI be online would feel different.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope it's like delayed or something, and maybe it's played like in later on in summer or something like that. That would be nice. But
Mm-hmm.
if anything, I hope for those teams.
Yeah. Flying across the world to play from a hotel room would be a little bit weird. So I agree.
Exactly.
Hopefully it works out. Thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to say to your fans before we go?
I mean, as always, the support I've had so far during this split has been amazing. Fans have been nothing but nice to me in general, and yeah, thank you for cheering for me and the team. And I'm trying my hardest every day to make sure that C9 can reach new heights and finally win a trophy in the LCS and go to MSI or Worlds if those tournaments are still happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you all guys. And being a pro player isn't anything without fans, right? So yeah, I appreciate that so much, guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, Zven, and thank you all for watching. For more Invin Global content, please like and subscribe below, and we'll catch you next time.